welcome back to my channel. Today I have got a challenge for you. Today I have got the £20 makeup challenge set for me by Kayla. So thank you very much, Kayla, for giving me this suggestion for this video. Don't forget, if you enjoy it, to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. So let's get straight on with the video. So I got all of my products from Boots this time, and all of them came to £19 something. So it was definitely less than my £20 budget, which was good, and I managed to get quite a few items with it, so I was quite pleased with that. So let's get on with the first item. I have already moisturised my face because I don't really count that as makeup, just a normal skincare thing. So I've done that, and we're going to go straight on to foundation. I have got here the Collection Naturally Matte All Day Fresh Matte Finish Foundation, and this is in number 2 Ivory. I bought these online, so I do feel like the colour was slightly off, so I feel like this may be a little bit too dark for me, but we're going to use it anyway because that's what we've got. So it's quite creamy and it's quite thick there, and I'm going to just use my beauty blender to just put that on. I think a lot of this came out in that tiny little bit, so this one's definitely going to go a long way with the little amount that we had there. So let's get dabbing, let's get dabbing. Okay, so that's all of that worked in. I still have all of that left, so definitely a little bit goes a long way. I would say that this is quite a light coverage because my skin is definitely not flawless after using this. So I'd say it's probably a good one for an everyday use and for people that don't want to go full on bold and completely no skin underneath their foundation. So yeah, this one is definitely a light coverage, but that's okay, I don't mind that. Just get that bit there. So let's just move on. So we're now going to go into highlight and sculpting. I managed to find this duo palette. This is from Collection, and this is the Contour Highlight and Sculpt kit here. So this one is really, really cute, and I like this. I have tried this one out, and I've pretty much used it every day since I got it, so I was really pleased with it. It's got two really good shades here. So it's got a nice darker one for sculpting and a nice lighter one to help lighten up your face. I'm going to take my trusty orange brush here. This is from Model's Own. This is the only brush I have from them still. I don't know what happened to all the other ones, but this one, really good. I actually really like it, and it works very well for doing sculpting. It fits just in the right part of my face, which is good. So that's one side done. I do love these challenge videos, so definitely give me a suggestion if you have any other ideas for challenges that you'd like to see me do. I always love a good challenge. Okay, that's the sculpting part done. I'm now going to use the highlighter side. I'm just going to lighten up this side of my face here. This is not highly shimmered, but it does lighten your face, so there's a little bit of something going on, but not too much, so this is very good for every day as well. That's that bit done. A little bit up here, a little bit there, a little bit there, a little bit there. And now we're going to move on to blusher. I have got this one here, which is from 17, and this is called The Cheek of It in China Pink. That's this one here. This looks quite nice, and a nice sort of dusky rosy kind of colour, which is good. And I'm just going to take this same brush and just lightly take a little bit of that and just put it on the apples of my cheeks. So again, this is not a majorly pigmented colour. I can see there's something there, but I wouldn't say it was intense. So I would say, again, this is good for people that are just starting to use blusher maybe, and for that everyday just sort of lightly flushed kind of look. I would say it's a little bit pinky, but it's not really sort of like power in your face sort of pinky. So I'm just going to take my big fluffy brush here now from Real Techniques, just buff a little bit so there is no lines, so we're all blended in, so it gives a much more natural sort of finish to it, which is good. That's that bit done, and now we're going to go on to the eyes. I managed to find this palette from a new company with Boots. They're called C.Y.O. So this is their brand like that. And this is a quad of different colours for your eye. And this is the eyeshadow quad all for one in Counterfeit. And these are the 4 shades in here. So we have some sort of nice sort of very autumny colours, I think. There's a nice sort of orange, a goldy colour and a matte brown and also a shimmery brown, which is very handy because then we can jazz up this look if needed. So we have 1 matte shade and 3 shimmer shades in this palette. Real Techniques fluffy brush, and I'm going to go in with this lightest shade just here, and I'm going to put that as my base. Okay, so it's quite pigmented, it's not too bad. There is definitely visible colour there, which is good. Definitely some colour there, which is very good, because we want to have some colour in our life, and we like pigmented palettes, not ones that look pretty but don't have any colour in them. So next up we're going to take this colour here, which is the sort of peachy burnt orange kind of colour, and we're going to again take my fluffy brush and we are going to work that into the crease and just sweep it through. So this is coming out more like a slightly orange bronzy colour, I would say, which is quite nice. I quite like that. And just buffing that through. And then, because I'm quite liking the shimmery look that we're doing today, I am going to take the shimmery brown rather than the matte brown, and we're going to put that just in the bottom half of my eye. We're not going too intense today, so I'm just using my blending brush for all colours because I just want a more subtle kind of look today. And these will all blend in very nicely with each other in a very sort of subtle kind of natural way. I would say this is definitely a look that you can use for every day or for beginners to work with, so that they can build up their skills with palettes and things that are not quite so pigmented, so it doesn't all go wrong very quickly. Now we're going to do the last bit for the eyes, which is mascara. I've got the Colour Lash All Day Wear Colour Mascara by Collection, and this one is in number 2 black. Let's have a look at the end. Okay, so it's got one of those old school very wide ends to it. So let's give this a go. Well, it's doing something, but not a lot, I would say. If you like your lashes separated, this is going to be a good one for you. But I don't know if you can see from this eye is the one I've done it on, and this one is the eye I haven't, and there's not really a great deal of difference. I would say it kind of feels quite watery, I would say, and it's not really doing a great deal. So I think this would take a couple of coats, I think, to really sort of get somewhere if you're trying to go for a more bold look. But then again, if you're trying to go for the sort of makeupless look, then this one is probably the one for you, and also very affordable, which is very good. I mean, even for me, I like my lashes separated, but it feels like I've put nothing on. It just feels like I've just made my lashes wet, essentially. So I would say that's my least favourite product so far. And last up, I have got a lips, and this is the Sexy Mother Pucker Matte Lip by Soap and Glory, and I've got this in the shade Pretty Muted, which I think is really cute, and I love the packaging on these. And this is kind of a sort of matte finish on the packaging as well, which I think is nice, and it's this lovely pink shade, and it's like a giant crayon, which is really cool. So guys, that is the finished look of my £20 makeup challenge. So I have got some good products here. I think the foundation probably not for me, not enough coverage. I think the eyeshadow palette was quite good, I was okay with that. Mascara definitely not my fave. Very good if you're working with a budget, I think, for all of these items. But the mascara really wasn't a winner for me. I think that one would be something when you're trying to do a really natural nude kind of look. That one was probably the best one if you're trying to make it look like you haven't got any on. But then again, why would you put it on if you didn't really need it? So yeah, definitely not my favourite, this mascara. But all the other items I quite like. The blusher is quite sort of muted. It's not too bad, so you get a bit of, there's something there, but it's not too intense. But I think my definite standout product is the Collection Highlight and Sculpt Duo here. This is really good. I like the colours of this. I think they match quite well with my skin, which is good. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe if you haven't already. And do by all means let me have a comment down below of other challenges that you'd like to see from me. I always read my comments, so give me a comment down below and we'll have a chat about what your favourite challenges are and if you have any suggestions for me. And I'll see you very soon with a new video. Bye!